I found that we didn't have a big enough area of flats for people to dance or to sit or whatever. So my volunteers, three crews ago, they built this little makeshift stage for me, and we had a band from a local high school, a little jazz band. Oh, it was awesome. They were wonderful. So that's why I noticed. I thought this would be a central point. People could sit there, around here. I had tables set up there. But still not really wide enough. That's why I think, oh, it'd be nice to have a bit more area, but I'm not managing to upkeep this without help anyway. So I put in a columnar apple just there. I've got a Granny Smith apple here. That was going to be my medicinal garden along here. It's just got the turmeric in it. But what you'll see, the dragon fruit that I planted, I didn't know that it doesn't fruit unless it flops. So I've trailed it up there, but it's doing its own thing now. So I'm just going to leave it and see if it fruits. And if it never fruits, well, what I wanted to show you is these recycled Besser blocks, big blocks, because the height of the enclosed garden was too big a drop council-wise. So we had these spare, which were originally going to be for the communal circle. But fortunately, somebody from a group called Garden Groupies, which I used to be in, said, do you want the communal circle above ground or below ground? And I went, huh? And he said, above ground or below ground? And I went, oh, dropped into my heart space, had a little cry, and I went, oh, it wants to be in the ground. So then I had all these blocks, so we were able to use those. So that's the story of that. Anyway, so Granny Smith on the left. I'll tell you, the birds that love Granny Smith are the king parrots. King parrots love this one. This is my pink lady. Also, every animal, all the birds eat all the apples. Oh, I haven't got any yet. You'll notice there's a new tree in fruit there. Oh, sorry, it's not a tree, a banana plant. We have probably hundreds of bananas here, up to 6 different varieties. There's a nice bunch on your right there. And then this is a brand new one since I've been out in the garden. So it's probably been 2 days, 1 or 2 days there. Yeah. But again, you have to be pretty quick to get them. I had a bunch of bananas in the enclosed garden. I didn't check it while I was in there. I forgot to see if it's been decimated or not.
You just get up and you wrap them?
No, I don't bother anymore. I was taught that since trying to wrap them.
Yeah. Pretty high up.
If you cut or something like that is really tall, so when it's ready, so when they're plumped, before the birds get it, that they have to be fully formed and green, but fully formed, then you cut the wedge, and then as the wedge, the banana plant goes like that, and you catch it.
Cool.
It is fun. Also, I had an Indian person come, and you'll remember this probably in Ayurvedic medicine.
Yeah, Ayurvedic medicine.
So when you cut the banana, so we cut it there, and you want the nutrition from there. The Indian people, they make a hollow, then they get the banana leaf, they put it over, and then the water collects, and then you can drink that when you A, don't have water, and B, if you have tummy upset or something, correct? Yeah.
Even
Yes.
in our previous place where we lived, we had 2 types of banana plants.
Yeah.
One was, interestingly, it was Indian fruit as well. The smaller version, I don't know what that's called. It's very sweet, delicious. The other one was for cooking. And we cut it and then we use the core to make that dish as well.
Lovely. Oh, I haven't tried that one. Banana flour I had in Thailand. Yeah. Oh my God, it was the best.
But the core is very, very fibrous. You have to cut it and then remove the fiber. It comes like a string. They make ropes out of that as well.
Wow.
Even
Did everybody hear that?
the fiber of the banana plant,
you
can cut it and dry it and then make it into a rope.
Lovely. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. Bananas I don't know why I love bananas, but I love bananas. So I figure it's the elemental. Yeah. Jake, can you, while everybody's here, it'd be a really good photo. Sure. For example, in northern New South Wales, where it grows because it's, semi-tropical, these little bits, those stick bits, they're called a petiole. So they get like your finger, and you chew on them, and you chew on these as well, and it tastes like apple pie. So I'm going to harvest this year, so that'll be great. Jay?
Yeah, coming down.
Yeah, when everybody comes down, come on into the amphitheatre. You might not want to sit there because it's a bit wet, but come on down. Just watch out for the Rio rods. Okay. All right, so you can see the amphitheatre is being eroded a fair bit. So this is my next big project here. This area is called the Pond Performance Space. So you'll see 3 levels there, and I'm standing in the pond. So that's probably going to be a $2,000 pond liner. So you can see the big projects cost a lot of money. So I'll wait till July and get my superannuation, my 10%, and I'll be able to do this. Here is going to be at least a 4x2 metre stage. So I'll go on the stage. These bananas will have to go. So think singers, actors, musicians, storytellers, DJs, stand-up comics, and poets. Oh, I'm very excited about this area. So this is going to be Leo. There you go. Welcome to the Pond Performance Space. Yeah. So what we have to do on a construction level is we have to dig the pond back out because a lot of water erosion through here. So that's got to drop down 30 centimetres below the pipe. And then the brickie is going to do just 4 bricks high to do the levels. And then I've got to work out how do I finish it off? Do I flag it with sandstone, or do we put crushed sandstone down? I have no idea, but I'm open to suggestion. I would really appreciate any creative suggestion. Please don't be shy. Okay. I wanted just to tell you about this banana. I call this the banana something or other. Got a mental block at the moment. What happened is in that area where the bananas start and to the fence, I was getting a trailer load of organic cabbage leaves every week, and my chickens wouldn't eat them. And so I just started tossing them. For 3 years I was tossing them. The first banana fell down, and I chopped it up into chunks, and I threw it, and blow me down. Yeah. They grew. Did you know a banana grows that way? When you put that down, it'll shoot up that way. And so this banana grove established itself. I was so excited. Wow. And so then I put in some Redacas and I think some dwarf Cavendish as well. And I don't have to do anything other than trim it. It's really exciting. And then one day it was a rainy morning and I'm creeping under the branches and I think, a little windy path would be good. So I built a little windy path. And then we had where Jake is. My friend put in just 3 steps there just to make it safer for all the people that came. So this is going to be a very happening space, and I think this will be a really wonderful facility for building community. So what I really love is building and connecting community. That's my... Come on, we'll go for wander. Happy? Here? See the bananas going out?
Yeah.
So these bananas that are like really long came from my neighbour's property, and they were too big to replant. So without support, so I just put it as borders. You'll see this one here. There's another one growing out there. These are really good examples of different ways they grow. But I'm just going to chop that eventually. There's another one coming out.
They just grow and grow and grow. Yeah, they're kind of early. They're dry.
Yeah.
I just chopped out a big clump at my house because they're too many.
Yeah.
Just grow and grow.
They grow.
Especially in Queensland.
Everybody, this is the possum bank.
Yeah.
Yeah? 5. Wow. For those that are not aware, the Zone 5 is supposedly the untouched part of a landscape. So in my case, it's dry scriptural forest.
Yeah.
because I am on the border of the national park. It's as the it's my responsibility to keep weed free, and so all these bags of mulch, one day when we've got time, we're going to just take out any weeds of significance, it's called now, and those cassias there, they're not the native cassias, but what we'll do is we'll put the bark mulch down to suppress weed growth, like we've done here, and it also acts as a really good fire buffer.
Yeah.
Some people think the bark mulch, it'll burn. It actually absorbs so much water.
Yeah.
It's wonderful for the landscape, and it's a really great renewable resource. I did have my beehives along here a few years ago, and unfortunately I lost 4 hives over a period of 2 years. And but there's a beautiful walk called Martin's Lookout, Leo, and it's diagonally over there, where my arm is. That way. You can walk through the bush through there, but it's a little bit overgrown now. I haven't done it, so my neighbour doesn't do it. Alrighty, we're going to go back up here.
What a fancier.
Fancier. Yeah. You can touch them, they're beautiful.
Do you want to touch this with me?
Yeah, this is, I think this one's Old Man Banksia. There's quite a few different Banksias, but they're really beautiful.
Are they fruit?
You can't eat them, but they're very nice too. They're very nice to touch. You have a feel. We're here. It used to be a slope about that big, steep, and gradually, with all free, recyclable, organic stuff, we've just made it almost level now. So that's what I call my soil building garden. Now, technically, it's a cold composting system if it hasn't got plants growing in it. So it's kind of a bit of a mix, because we've got the comfrey at the front, which the animals have started eating. And I've thrown a few of the banana trunks towards the back just to try and build up. And I've just noticed for the first time there's a banana growing sideways. So we'll have to rescue that at some point. Yeah. So what I also wanted to show you here, and there's a cucumber there, I think. I'm not sure.
On the trellis.
Might be a cucumber, I'm not 100%. The shape of the amphitheatre, what I want to do here, because the wallaby smashes every fruit tree, as I mentioned, and we've just started digging the holes to replace the trees that died, some through lack of water and some through just decimation by the wallaby. But what I'm going to do is get, in the polytunnels, the big hoops of the roof, the curves.
Yeah.
So imagine, I call it like a slinky, but it's not really. I want to put a post, the curve, and post. So it's going to look like that, if you can imagine that look. And then make pathways through so people can access the fruit and the wallaby cannot. The bats and the birds go mental. They love it. Also, the trees we will prune to, depending on the height of the post and the metal structure. So it won't be more than 3 metres, but more likely 2.5 metres. So it's got to be at your reach height normally. So we'll just continue on. Okay.